Hello, friends, and welcome to episode 11 of Mistconceptions. I'm your host, David White. Before we get started with the episode today, I wanted to get a little mushy and just tell you thank you. If you would rather not listen to me get mushy and gushy, you can go ahead and skip ahead. I mean, it's whatever. But I just wanted to thank everybody who listens to this show. I have always loved creating. I've loved creating stories ever since I was a little kid. Ever since I snuck into my school office and stole pieces of paper from the printer and stapled them together to make a very childish book asking a question and looking at the quote-unquote facts of whether aliens exist. And that's always been a dream of mine, to make books and to be published. And 2 years ago, I finished my first full-length novel. I sent it off to about 4 agents, hoping that I would get their representation. All of those agents came back with declines, and I told myself that I wouldn't get discouraged, but I kind of did. And then the next summer, 1 year ago, I only sent out 1 agent query, and it came back negative. And though I didn't really realize it at the time, I kind of gave up. I gave up going after this dream that I had had since I was a little kid. And then came Misconceptions. Like I said, I like to create, and Misconceptions gives me an opportunity to create stories on a regular basis with my friends. So it's combining 2 of my favorite things, making stories and my friends. Seeing that people like the stories that I came up with, and hearing this positive feedback, it really means a lot. And as of last week, I have resumed sending book queries out for my first novel. And I think I owe a lot of it to Misconceptions and you, the listeners, for telling me that you're interested in it and just restoring this courage in me, because I had been afraid to try to go get my dream for so long. And I kind of put writing on the back burner. Well, earlier this month, I have resumed writing another novel of mine while my first full-length novel is getting shopped around. And every week I'm going to send out new agent queries to new agents. So thank you so much, everybody, for restoring my faith in myself and for giving me the courage to go get my dreams. Don't ever forget about your dreams, because they're important. They're important to you. I don't know. Go get them, guys. Alright. That's enough of mushy-gushy. Let's get to Misconceptions.
Previously on Misconceptions.
Did you see what gun she used?
Yep.
The exact same caliber as the one your dad was found with. What's going on, Esther? What have you gotten yourself into?
If there wasn't forced entry...
We don't know that there wasn't.
Well, I mean...
Yeah, why was the door ajar when we came up?
Good point.
I don't understand why she would do that.
We don't think she did do that.
Do you think Mr. Smalls would be a guy that would do something like that?
I think we might need to go to Mr. Small's office.
So you're talking about breaking into his office?
Yeah.
That's what we do everywhere we go.
Do you have something against it?
And 2 men that are very familiar and have Band-Aids across their noses step into the room, say, "Did you hear something?" And they step in and they see you, but then they see Bill also like halfway through the window. And they say, "Plug them!" And they pull out guns.
I mean, I'm trying to kill them.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
That's what's happening. And so in trying to kill them, I knock them into the wall.
You look into the main lobby area where y'all met with Mr. Smalls, and you see Mr. Smalls running straight out the front door.
He's leaving! Everyone, get him now! And I shoot vines.
He looks up at him and screams, and one of them clips him by the ankle. His boot comes down in his hand and crushes it into the sidewalk. And he looks up and sees Bill looming over him.
I've come up and I've started, binding him up.
Okay. Go. You don't have to roll it. Just.
Okay.
He's wrapped up. Throw him into the SUV. Where are y'all taking it?
Wait.
We get Ren.
Did anyone get Ren?
I was like, we get Ren.
Ren is like limping.
See you there.
Wait for me, guys.
Guys, please.
Faye runs over and like helps him into SUV. I healed you already. Suck it
Yeah.
up.
The city, a mashed up combo of the old world and the new, of the mundane and the mystical. By day, this city is everything it seems. A city with towering skyscrapers, potholes that never seem to stay fixed, and stiffs in ties and dames in high heels. But at night, the real nature of the city comes out. At night, the shifty-eyed stalker becomes a creature with dripping claws and a maw full of teeth. At night, cars roll down the streets with no one in the driver's seat. But when morning comes, nobody can remember how the night really went. They remember through a fog, or more appropriately, a mist. No one knows where the mist came from, or its true nature. In fact, most everyone in the city doesn't even know the mist exists. The mist doesn't just cover up either. It affects everything and everyone in the city, changing them, warping them. Most of those affected by the mist, they take what the mist gives them to turn a profit or pursue selfish gains. But there are some, just a few, that fight the good fight. They put their necks on the line to protect the city from the nefarious ne'er-do-wells. It's not always easy. In fact, it never is. But these legends don't surrender. This is a story of a few of those legends. Their story needs to be told, and it needs to be heard. All right, welcome back to Misconceptions. Let's go around the table, and the question
And I'm your
for-
host, David White.
Yeah, thank you. I already said that, though. Anyways, the question for today is, what is your character's favorite movie? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So I think Bill's favorite movie would be Tombstone. Get wrecked.
Okay, why?
Because he used to watch it with his son, and it was his son's favorite movie. So naturally,
Excellent.
translates to his.
Ren?
Ren's favorite movie would probably be Interstellar, just because it's like this futuristic tech movie of like space travel, and so Ren like always wants to do something like that, but knows that it's not even within the realm of
Yeah.
reality. But so he's always trying to make futuristic looking things like his incapacitator gun and things like that.
Okay. All right, cool. Faye?
Every version of Robin Hood ever made.
Of course.
The Disney one?
Yeah.
Sure.
None of which you have seen,
None of which I've seen.
but all of which Faye has seen.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So when
That's
you're
fair.
in character, would you be able to win trivia?
I need to go watch Robin Hood, to be honest.
Yep. And Esther.
Yep. I don't know. What's a good cop movie? Or something.
Naked Gun?
And
That doesn't sound...
17 Jump Street.
either.
Blood In, Blood Out. How have y'all never heard of him?
Right along.
It's hilarious that all of the cop movies you're thinking of are also comedies.
Yes.
Mall cop. No, I don't know. I have no idea. But Carrie's favorite movie is The Holiday.
Okay, I'll accept that.
I'm scared to click on images after time. Okay, we're good.
I was going to say, Naked Gun's probably not.
Okay. Last we left off, y'all had abducted Mr. Smalls and thrown him in your SUV, and then you were driving off. Where were you taking him?
The
Ren's.
most obvious place.
Ren's again?
Where we
The
always put
interrogation room.
all of our
Okay.
captives.
Let's hope no one's working late.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you bring him back to Ren's. we'll cut to however. I guess you have him just like you have had everybody else you've brought here to interrogate.
Which is Pedro.
Yeah, Pedro. So you have him sitting in a chair with, I guess, vines or ropes around him. And he's standing there kind of looking back and forth between all of you very worriedly.
Looks like
I guess
this
he
is
has
going to be a
something in
fun
his
conversation.
He has something in his mouth, I guess, to keep him from screaming.
A
My
sock.
fist.
A sock, a fist,
Straight up.
and a banana leaf.
Well, there will be no good cop this time for me, so one of you feel free to take it away.
Bad cop, horrible cop.
Horrible or cop.
All right.
And Bill.
If you scream when I take this gag out, I'm going to punch you in the face. Really hot. And then I'm going to wake you up. If you scream then, I'm going to do it again. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
So take the gag out of his mouth.
What is going on?
Right. You'll do well to keep your voice down.
Hey, I know you. You're that Michael Scotch guy that came by my office the other day.
You better believe it.
What's going on here?
You're not in the position to ask questions.
You can't just abduct a man from his work of business. Oh.
Gosh, that scared me.
The chair with him in it topples to the ground.
Pick him up.
Dunkum.
You done? Okay.
Does not answer.
I think his silence is a yes.
We know you had something to do with Mrs. Williams, and he, like, air quotes, suicide.
What are you talking about?
You know what we're talking about. The apartment complex that you're trying to kick people out of for that potential buyer that you have.
What do you mean?
A woman who fought against you is now dead.
That old broad committed suicide?
You know that it wasn't suicide.
He kind of looks around sheepishly. I don't know what y'all talking about.
I start to form brass knuckles on my hand, and I start rubbing it against my other hand and kind of look at him menacingly, trying to intimidate him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead and
roll
roll a convince.
You mean intimidate or convince? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's convince.
So I'm going to use Skull Crusher, intimidating, and ectoplasmic reticulum. This is like what I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to be like, you sure about that?
Is that Snake Eyes?
No, it wasn't. It's 6 though.
So close.
Sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. If that old broad croaked, whatever.
Someone else should hit him.
I pull out my incapacitator gun and attempt to hit him just with the butt of it.
Okay. You hit him. I mean, he's not going anywhere, but he doesn't like fly out of the sea or anything. His head just kind of snaps back. What? I am a legitimate businessman, and this is not right.
A legitimate businessman trying to kick people out of their apartments with
Hey,
under false pretenses.
You saw the documents that the lawyer writ up. Everything is
He
legit.
wrote them up.
Writ them up.
I'm going to pull his cell phone out of his pocket.
Okay.
Get into that.
Okay.
Get into
So
that.
I take the SIM card out, put it in my laptop.
Okay, so Faye's gonna try something. There is a rare plant called a scopolamine that is a truth serum.
Okay.
So she's going to, obviously this would be very difficult for her because she's just now learning to do things like that with her powers. But she was practicing over the weekend, so she's going to try to create that tea.
Sounds like it changed the game.
Okay. Change the game.
Okay. I'm going to use mind control to like grow the actual plant. And then at home, because I'll know like how much to use and all of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
12.
Nice. Yeah, you grow it out of wherever you want to grow it, and you start mixing it up. And Ren, while that's happening, go ahead and roll an investigate to get into his SIM card.
Okay. I'll do code breaker and high tech laptop.
Okay.
Seems the best. Gosh.
Snickers.
6.
Not snake. So only a 6?
Oh,
Man.
I mean, all you have to do is like get into it and look at the calls and texts and.
Yeah, you can't break into it or hack it or anything.
Okay.
Does he have a passcode set on his phone?
Yeah.
What's the passcode, mate?
I'm not telling you.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
100%?
110.
Okay. Well, I've got brass knuckles on, so I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Okay, roll a convince.
Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. Yeah, you boom punch him right in the face. He falls backward instead of to the side this time. He hits the ground and he coughs up a bit of blood from his busted lip. And I guess you pull him back up.
Actually, I'm just gonna grab him by the collar and stand over him with another one ready.
Okay. 5132.
So I type it in, and now we're, I guess, into his system.
Okay.
I start just downloading contacts, texts. Is there anything that I see?
He's had different calls to different people.
Before
Yeah.
we find it, do you want to tell us about anything? It'll make it better.
I gave you the code already. Are you truthing him now?
This is me coming in.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so Faye comes in. Drink this, it'll help with the pain. It's just tea.
Yeah, roll a convince.
Yeah, I know.
It's just tea.
It's totally just tea.
If you need a whole
Drink it.
mouth of it.
Yeah, I'm going to try this first. If it doesn't work, we'll go to extreme measures. Trusted and persuasive. Man, I want a boost die because I was even going to like take a sip of it myself, but there's no boost die.
Nope.
8.
Okay.
What would it be?
He should have like a -1 for getting clocked 3 times.
Is it a take the risk?
It's a convince, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a
Oh,
convince.
So 7 to 9 gives in a little.
What if he didn't do anything?
We're straight up beating this dude up.
We have no other leads.
And he knows I'm Michael Scotch.
Yeah, he drinks it,
Bless.
or I guess you push it past his lips or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, he drinks it, and it starts to take effect. You see it in his eyes, and he gets kind of droopy and
I pick him
everything.
up.
Okay.
Okay, try again.
All right. Did you have anything to do with Miss Williams' untimely passing?
I don't think so. She was an old broad. She could have died herself.
How long does it take the truth serum to take effect?
It's affecting him, but since there were 2 8s kind of rolled in this, it wasn't as powerful as it could be.
Punch him again. Seems to be working.
Just keep beating him up until he's not cognitive.
All right, I'm getting a bucket.
Did you find anything when you were looking through her file?
Oh yeah, it has her past payments, bills, things like that, copies of her payments. It has a work order that was put in, but you already knew that those people came and tore up her place. So nothing really besides that.
Can you search the phone for Williams or the name of the apartment complex?
Or the contact closest to the time that we guess would be her death.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you look it up, and there's a number.
Cool. 5, 6, 7.
Who is this number?
He doesn't have a contact name listed for it. It's just the number.
No, she's asking him.
I'm asking
Yeah.
him.
The truth serum.
Oh,
that guy.
okay. That's the buyer.
What
Okay.
buyer?
The apartments.
What's
What
the
is their
buyer's
name?
Mediterranean.
Enterprises?
I actually, David actually forgot what the second word was. Yeah, Mediterranean Enterprises. yeah. That's it.
Did you tell him that things didn't go well?
I told him that I was having a hard time, and the old broad was making problems.
Oh God.
What was...
Esther rears back and punches him in the mouth.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, that actually does rock him back, and he falls to the right side this time. Or I guess to the left side because he fell to the right.
To the left, to the left.
So he falls to the left. Esther, it felt good. Now your hand kind of hurts.
But I'd probably use the same hand that the dog bit me.
Oh, yeah, because that was your right hand.
What is the buyer's name?
Mediterranean.
Yes,
no,
we
the
know that.
person. That's the company. What is the person's name?
At this point, Esther's like, she's kind of stormed off because she's like realizing that he had to have had something to do with her father's death. So she's like starting to, I don't know,
Maybe he wouldn't
melt
sell the
down
bar.
or something.
Yeah.
Like she's hitting a breaking point.
Okay. I don't know his name. He never told me his real name. John Smith.
That was pure crap.
Did you just make that up?
No. What's his name? I've never met him in real life. He offered me a lot of money, transferred some into my account, and he said he would pay me triple that for the apartment complex. And that place is a shithole.
Did he tell you why he wanted that apartment complex?
Nope.
Is there anything valuable about that area? Is the soil valuable? Is there oil underneath?
He had a lot of money. I don't know why he wanted that place.
Yes, but you know that property. That is your property right now.
Yeah.
Yes. Why is that property nice? Is there anything good about that property?
There's nothing good about that property.
Was he going to meet you in person to complete the transaction?
I don't think so.
Then how are you going to hand over the necessary documentation, and how is he going to purchase the property if he wasn't going to meet you?
That's a good question. Oh, no. He had a lot of money. I wasn't going to ask any questions.
Guys, I just don't think we're going to get any more information out of this.
Right,
guy.
but he could call the
Yes,
number and talk
yes.
to the person. But I don't know.
Not
Not in this state, yeah.
Yeah.
But we could pretend to be him and set up a meet, say that everything's good and the person can have the stuff.
Do you have a secretary?
No, it's just me and my boys.
What's your boy's name?
My boys' name are Tommy and Ricky.
Okay.
You know, you've met them.
Yeah. Couple of peaches. All right. So can we walk away from him really quick?
Yeah.
Yes.
If we can call, because he's obviously already talked to this idiot, we can pretend to be one of his lackeys and try to set up a meet. That's really the only lead or
agree.
option I think we...
Yeah, but I just think this guy's obviously going to know something is up if his one contact is not contacting him. I mean, he's already paranoid. His name is John Smith. All we have is this number and a shell company. If we act like one of his lackeys, he might freak out and leave.
We're going to need Javi's help and we're going to need Dickens' help. And you're going to need to find as much as you can on that number in the system. Any system.
In the meantime, do you want to check the false wall? Or
Sure. Who needs sleep?
what do we do with this idiot?
I am going to go fix up some chamomile tea to get him to sleep, and then I'm going to tend to his wounds because he doesn't need to be dead.
Damn it. Okay.
And Bill walks up to him, and he's already in a daze and just hits him.
I start
yeah.
speaking Latin at him. No, I'm just kidding.
Just clocks him out, and he passes out.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to knock this dude out. He's been punched quite a bit tonight.
Never mind, I won't make the chamomile tea.
Esther gets on the phone with Javi. Since we decided that we have to get him involved. And kind of gives him a version of
Oh, sorry.
what happened.
I didn't realize you were making the camel.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay, so what version do you give to him?
I guess I just tell him what happened. I was gonna try to be sneaky.
You went and abducted. All right, so I guess do you want to roleplay this or?
He stumbled into Ren's office.
Right. He just showed up here and we no.
Had a civil discussion.
No, I'll just tell him that we have him in our custody and pretty sure that he's involved. And kind of, I guess, what are we wanting from Javi?
We need to either go to the police station and search that number, or I still don't trust Javi, but give Javi the number to search.
Right, or we need a team of his that could help us, like, find the guy, talk to the guy.
It's clear that the police is possibly corrupt because of Commissioner Wheatley.
Do you think that he would work outside of the police department?
Do I think he would work outside of the police department?
Do you mean like go AWOL with y'all?
Kind of.
Not completely, because like
yeah,
I
not
mean,
not complete, but
yeah.
like a rogue gun kind of.
Yeah.
Right.
He's been the rules before for y'all, specifically for Esther. I mean, just like getting y'all out of the crime scene and stuff, so like y'all wouldn't be questioned or anything. So I mean, maybe with something this big though, it might be more difficult for him.
I think we need to decide as a group how much we're going to reveal to Deacon and Javi.
I just don't think we should reveal much to them. I mean, we could cost Javi his job. We could cost Deacon their job. Both of them. Just because they work within the system, and we clearly do not work within the system. And so, even with them knowing things, I think would put them in more harm's way than we need to.
I think unless in dire circumstances, they should not know about our powers.
I agree. Esther, Bill, Javi is your friend.
Worst comes to worst, we just go to jail for 20 years. I mean, what's the big deal?
I thought you were going to be like, worst comes to worst, we just kill everybody.
That's what I thought too. I was like, I'm not gonna do that.
I think the worst he could say is no. I don't think he would arrest you, at least.
Right.
But maybe you don't tell him the whole story. Maybe you
Yeah.
say we found a lead.
Yeah. I think that's what I'll do.
You could even admit to like hacking. just say like we hacked his phone records.
Yeah.
Because even though it's bad, it's not
Right.
Yeah.
super
Or-
bad.
Right.
Yeah.
He dropped his phone, and it was a
He would not believe that.
Yeah. Hacking
No,
is
but
probably...
I'll tell him that we like hacked his phone and we have a good reason to believe that he's involved, and maybe we drop him off somewhere and pick him up.
Okay.
Okay, so you call Javi. Mm-hmm. He answers, "You okay, Esther?"
Yeah, I just wanted to fill you in on this lead that I feel like we have.
Yeah, about the Williams case.
Yeah.
Sure. What you got?
Smalls, the owner of the apartment, I think that he definitely has something to do with it.
What do you mean?
We hacked into his phone records. And there's definitely some sketchy stuff.
Hold on. You hacked into a guy's phone and you're telling a cop about it.
Javi.
Esther, you can't be telling me this stuff.
Okay, well, let me tell you events leading up to.
We went to his office. We
No,
knocked him out.
No.
Beat
I
the-
tell him about the conversation that Deacon had with him the day before. And how heated he was about the situation.
And the Mediterranean Enterprises.
Yes.
Nothing.
Mediterranean Enterprise.
Okay. All right. I guess send that lead over or what?
Esther, you should ask him if there's anything in the police reports about Mediterranean Enterprises.
Is there anything in the police report about Mediterranean Enterprise?
I mean, I guess I could look into it. Search the files.
Okay, and you can find
Mr.
Mr. Smalls at somewhere.
What do you mean somewhere?
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay.
Now.
Conversation on pause.
No,
She muted
sorry,
it.
I'm talking to somebody else.
Take him.
I mean, if we let him out, he's gonna tell people. Like,
I mean, I've got a basement in my office that we can store him.
Oh my gosh, we're not going to put him
do
in a
not-
dungeon.
You don't have a basement. You have a closet.
that'll work.
Actually, you have two closets. You have the bucket closet and you have the Deja closet.
I thought they were one and the same.
No, because you were sticking all your buckets in there, but you never sold the Deja.
I wasn't sticking the buckets in the closet.
She was just like
All right, fine.
putting the
There's
bucket in,
one.
and Deja's just like taking it.
Thanks, Deja. Double take. Huh?
I don't know. This is falling apart on me.
Just
Well, I'll send you the information or something.
I think we need to hold him until we at least investigate the other place, because he will absolutely tell people.
But
That's
I
fair.
think you need to look into Mr. Smalls.
Okay.
Actually, can we?
Retcon, go back.
Right.
Okay, go to
So, I call Javi.
work. Wow, that was quite a way
I
back.
know. I'm sorry. We've had a lot of conversations. But
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. And they do this in other podcasts because I've heard them like replay the same scene like 6 times.
Okay.
also fair.
So I call Javi and I'm like, hey, I'm just replaying everything over in my head. You know how I am. This is exactly what happened yesterday. We went to the apartments. The guys were there trying to kick everybody out. A couple of my friends went to the attorney that we found out was involved. And Deacon ended up calling Mr. Smalls, and Mr. Smalls was really upset when he left. I just have this feeling in my gut that he's involved. And I needed you to know that because I need y'all to look into him.
Okay. Did you tell him about hacking into the phone or anything?
No.
Okay. All right. He says,
All right, Mr. Smalls, the property owner. You think he had something to do with this?
Yeah, I mean, he's playing dirty, kicking all the residents out and stuff, and he knows that that's the one that we were there for.
I mean, he had the motive, according to what you said about what he did yesterday. Me and a couple of the boys will go check him out tomorrow morning.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, stay safe out there, Esther.
You too, Javi.
click.
Javi's gonna... We're not by him at this point, and I've let y'all know that Javi says they're gonna be looking into him tomorrow.
Great.
I mean,
We
he's
can-
already unconscious.
Oh, yeah,
Fair.
We can get the report. That was good. Gonna need to do a lot of hacking with the police. This is
Yeah.
gonna go great.
Thanks, guys, for making me do all these illegal things.
Should
I
we-
never would have done this on my own.
Oh, don't even.
Should we check the water plant while there's like downtime?
When the GM is frantically nodding his head, you know that you should go.
He's just dancing to Careless Whisper.
Yep.
I'm never gonna dance again.
All right. So what are y'all doing?
Guilty.
To the SQV!
Okay,
y'all
but
doing with,
we have to do
Smalls?
something with Smalls.
Oh. I mean, he'll stay
He's
unconscious
killing
for a
me,
while.
Smalls.
He's tied up.
Yeah.
So you just got
Okay, but
I have-
leave him there 'cause,
I have
like,
workers
Deja could
coming
check-
in the
yeah,
morning.
Like, that's not okay. So
We can gag him and put him in your office.
I was gonna say, so we put him in your office because you said you keep the door
Yeah.
closed and they don't know when you're there anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Can we make him like... Okay, I'm gonna make him like a small bed out of
I mean,
leaves.
I have a
Nails?
cot,
Okay, you have a cot. Perfect. We put him
Nails.
on the cot at least.
and then you vine wrap him up, of course,
Sure, but comfortably.
with a banana leaf and a sock.
Comfortably to where he can't move and kick around and stuff.
Yes.
And then we lock the door.
I put a cup of warm water by the bed and stick his finger in it. No, just kidding.
Okay. So y'all go to the water treatment plant, number 23.
Yep.
You walk there, or not you walk there. You drive there. Same scene, barbed wire fence around. The complex is inside. There are some lights on the inside lighting up different parts of the facility. And you do see some security guards walking around. No more than there were during the day.
Can
Are they shorter?
Can we get a time?
It's
Feel like
evening.
yeah.
Are they armed?
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're armed.
Why would you need to be armed to guard a water plant?
Okay, guys, we need to really plan this because there's about a dozen that are going to be here. We can't just go storming in because we think we're cool.
Freedom!
They said not a dozen guards, but like there's a dozen
Throws
people
claymore.
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
On the night shift.
Yeah.
Those ectoplasm flavors.
We need to do this as silently
Does
as possible.
anybody remember any fire alarms in the facility where any are located?
I feel like there's one in the office. I feel like that would be a
there's
great
definitely
place.
something.
I feel like there would have to be a fire evacuation plan on the computer that we have tapped. Like that is necessary data, which would show the alarms and exits
Yes.
in case of emergency.
I am hacked into that
Would it
computer.
also
like a-
show us a schedule of when they're having fire drills?
No.
Why would we need that?
Because if we pull it and they're like expecting it to be a drill and they all like show up in a particular spot or something.
But that spot should be outside of the plant, though, no matter what,
Yes.
or they die.
Chase.
I say we break in, and then if something bad happens, we think someone's going to spot us, we just pull the alarm.
Okay, thoughts. Hang on, the dog is barking. Okay. What if I...
Snuff you out.
Gosh.
That's what Carrie was doing. Was like,
You,
breathe.
What if I send a vine, pull, we've got 2 security guards outside, grab one of them real quick, drag him out, and then Bill can punch him and knock him out. And we'll
So,
just do that
grab
with
him
each.
from over the fence and then pull him outside.
No, like, oh, because there's a fence.
Yeah, there's a barbed wire fence all the way around.
Shoot, hang on.
I have a better idea. What if, with your vines or ourselves, we throw a rock or a glass bottle in some area away from where we're obviously going to enter? And so typically the guards are going to check that out because there's a noise, and they'll move in that direction because they're sidetracked, and we'll just sneak in around.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah. And then if worse comes to worse, you'll just banana leaf these guys.
True, always. Always ready with banana leaves.
Banana leaf. Okay. So what are you doing?
Although we do have to figure out how we're going to get through a barbed wire fence.
I mean, I've got bolt
But
cutters.
there's a gate. If we set off a sound on the other side and then go in the actual gate.
Let's just start a howl.
This
Yes!
Looking at
Hey, you're the one who said you wanted us to be close to the mics.
Gosh.
Did that freak you out, Nancy? I'm sorry.
Oh
She was
no.
like,
I can make ectoplasm bolt cutters,
That's also true.
and I could throw Zach at the fence. I mean, I could throw Ren at the fence to see if it's electric. Sorry, Zach.
But isn't there an entrance gate? That's what we came into earlier.
Yeah, but it's
But
locked.
that would be the
it's
most
like
heavily
a
guarded.
driveway,
Yeah.
and like the gate is closed. So you walked up to it, and then first Richard, and then Nathan came to it and unlocked it and let you in. But there's like a
Okay. I was picturing
gate.
a
like
perfect
a security
square.
booth.
No, I was picturing like a perfect square and then like a gate and there being like one part that's an entrance with a like deadbolt on it. That would be easy to.
Oh no.
Sorry, my bad. Okay.
Yep, wire cutters sound good.
Yep.
Well, I like to build.
So do we need a sneak?
Yeah. So what's the first part of your plan? Bolt cutters on the wires.
Yeah.
hiding the SUV.
Good.
It is hidden.
Okay.
Sweet.
Esther, do you want to go around and start making noise on the other side while the boys try to figure this out?
Yes.
Boys, we'll be back in 2. Have it ready by then.
You should play a 10-hour loop of Careless Whisper on your phone.
Okay, so we run around. So we so sorry. We run around. Yes, to the other side. What sound should we make?
We start howling.
We start howling. Okay. We start howling.
You could just drive around to the back street and just start honking your horn.
But howling is so much more fun.
Okay.
Who is going to come to a howl?
It's the what are they in Fuller House?
Cooloodaloo, cooloodaloo.
Pack. Is that what they call
The wolf
themselves?
pack.
Oh.
So we're howling.
Just do the
Okay.
Tim. The
So
Tim
you're
Allen.
on the other side of the plan, and y'all start howling.
Oh.
Was that the howl?
Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna come to that.
I was like, oh, I'm not.
No, I just had something to say.
Oh my god.
Are there any trees close to where we are?
Sure. I'll say there's some trees along the street.
Okay, I was gonna say if there weren't, I was gonna grow a shrub for us to hide behind.
Sure. You one way or another, you find an appropriately sized shrub for y'all to hide behind.
Okay. Carrie's ready to go. All right, boys, it's all you.
You have to start howling.
Oh, do you really want us to howl?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was gonna hurt David again.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, back away. Don't blow out my eardrums, please.
I wanted her to start howling.
Maggie, our mascot, just freaked out. She did not know what was going on. Yeah, a little bit. All right. Okay. Yeah, y'all start howling, and Bill and Ren, a couple of guards start walking over to that side. But I'll say there's one still kind of close to where y'all are, but his back is turned to you.
Sneak.
All right. So what are y'all doing? Are y'all cutting?
Well, I am going to spit in my hand and throw it at the fence.
So what at the fence?
The spit.
Oh, nothing.
Okay, cool. All right. Oh, okay, I said probably a whisper. All right. I'm going to cut the fence. You're going to sneak in, lay down. I'm going to try to sneak up on him to do a silent takedown. If he spots me, you need to incapacitate him. If you hit me, I will kill you.
The great thing is, if I hit you, you'll never remember.
Okay, let's go.
But yeah, that sounds good.
All right, go ahead and I guess roll a sneaking round to see if you can do this quietly. Because it shouldn't be a challenge for you to cut this wire, but it's just doing it quietly, I think, that the challenge is.
Never gonna dance again. Ectoplasm constructs, quick hands, and I will do friends in low places.
Okay,
Someone's
go ahead and
taught
roll
me
your
that.
go ahead and roll your
I'm gonna
dice.
ask for assistance.
How so?
How can you?
So are y'all doing a group check?
Oh, no, we shouldn't do a group check. Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have
just-
literally nothing.
Just roll it yourself.
Okay. 16.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, you cut it silently. Perfect hole for y'all to get.
Oh
through.
wait, no, it's 14. Sorry.
Still perfect.
Either way, more than 12.
Never mind. No perfect hole. It's a little jagged.
It's jagged. It scratches you on the shoulder. Take a -2.
Take a -5. injury.
You're
You have-
bleeding
You
out.
now have tetanus.
I'm just gonna die in like 2 weeks.
No.
All right.
You cut a hole. You get inside.
All right, so we're gonna me and we just all of a sudden we have baseball like black baseball caps on, and we're like doing baseball signals like. Okay, and then I just sneak off.
Okay. So are y'all booking it towards the compound?
He is aiming at.
The guy whose back is
I want to
turned to you?
silent take him out.
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll a sneaking around to see if you can take him out silently.
You're not gonna let me keep the good roll.
No, this is something separate.
Yeah.
All in, and
I feel like with the ectoplasm constructs, you could create like a large.
Or-
No, good gosh. No, just something to cover his mouth and just snuff him out.
well, couldn't I just use the chloroform in my pocket? Just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, on a serious note, what are those things called that you wrap around people's necks?
It's I know what you're talking about. It's a garrote. It's something like that.
It is a
garrote or a garret.
It is a
It's not
garrote.
garret.
It's a
I
garrote.
think it's a garrote. Yeah,
But I don't want to. I don't think I want to kill him. I just
Yeah,
want to
it's-
knock him out.
that is a way to kill somebody.
Well, okay, I will not use the super thin one that you like. I will use like
You
a.
use a thick
Like
tendril or something to wrap
Yeah.
around.
Why don't you just hit him over the head with something?
That's what I was kind of thinking.
So that I could use. Oh, I guess that's fair.
Well, I mean, go ahead.
I
Like your
fashioned.
fist. You could just hit him over the head with your fist.
I fashioned a billy club.
Okay.
That'll work.
No, what are those things called? The blackjack. You play RuneScape. You knock people out with it. It's like a legitimate thing that people use.
I haven't played RuneScape in
Is that the thing that has spikes on the end of it?
No,
15 years.
Look.
Pretty
let
much
me,
longer
Let me
than
look it up
that,
real quick.
actually.
Hold on. It's
How old are you, David?
It's been so long. I would have been in 6th grade when I last played that game. 6th grade. I would have been 12. Dang.
Is that what it's called?
About 15 years, yeah. Anyways,
Is that what it's called?
a cudgel, whatever. You make some sort of bludgeoning device. Go ahead and roll your.
Jaime has to
sneaky.
know what the bludgeoning device is.
All right, I make a bludgeoning device to hit him in the temple with, and I sneak up.
Okay.
All right, so
I'm sorry. Keep going.
I've got quick hands.
Do you want to solve this mystery or not?
I've got quick hands.
Okay.
I'm going all in.
Okay.
And I'm using an
Construct.
ectoplasm construct.
Just two bludgeoning devices. little.
Leroy.
Shake it.
I rolled a 10.
10. Okay. Yeah, you walk up. Right beside the head, he collapses to the ground.
All right, so I'm going to take his uniform,
Okay.
His uniform.
You're
His uniform.
You're gonna change into it.
change into it, and I'm gonna drag him
Mm-hmm.
to the edge of the fence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna cover him with leaves.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I look similar enough to this guy.
I mean, not really.
Shut
He
your
was
stupid
skinny
mouth.
and
I
you're
will-
like a giant guy. That's fine.
You obviously didn't listen to my character description at the beginning of the game, but just trail me at about 50 feet and we're going to see if we can get in unperturbed. If not, we're going to have to figure something out on the fly. Okay?
Roger, Roger.
Okay. Are you keeping the girls where they are, or what?
You're gonna let us know what's going on.
Yeah. Text in the group chat.
We're in.
Okay.
Bill has a security guard outfit or something. Take a selfie. Me and Bill.
I feel like Snake.
Yeah, you send as he's sending that to you. We transition back to you, and 2 guards are on the other side of the fence, looking out at where y'all are, and they have their flashlights on their guns, and they're kind of shining them towards you.
So we can see them. Oh, sorry. So we can see them, but they can't see us. Yeah.
Well, you can see, you can't see their face or anything, but you
Right,
can see
but-
where they are. And
so,
they're shining towards you. Hey, you kids get lost. Y'all need to be hanging around here at night.
So we go silent, and I'm texting them, letting them know, we can't come right now. There's guards over here.
Okay. All right, back to you.
All right. So should I sneak again, or there's nobody to sneak?
No,
from?
you don't really have to sneak around because you're in the guard outfit or whatever.
All right.
You walk up to the front door.
I'm gonna look down at my chest where the identification is, and I'm gonna read my name. What does my name read?
Wait.
What's your name?
But before you even do that, what if I'm a new guard or something? I just don't have a guard outfit, and I'm just hanging out with him. Since he is a guard, he does look official.
You could roll a convince
Okay.
to see if you can.
Or we could do some other movie thing, and I can have you in with the arms behind your back,
You can pull a lean it Gilo.
and be like, look what I caught sneaking around. I should probably ditch the accent. Look what I caught sneaking around.
Yeah, that works.
Wait,
Straight
are
up
we in- where
Chewbacca
are
and
we?
Han Solo.
Oh, never mind. We're not in an actual place.
We're in the city.
We're in the city. Look at this wise guy. Just kidding. Okay, sorry. Yeah, we could. Would you be down? All right.
Yeah, what's your name? I'll
My
let you
name is
He looks down at his
David
name, too.
David White.
I don't think that's
go. Sure. You're David White, the security guard. All right. All right. So David White and Ren walk up to the front, the front entrance. You open it, and the guard sitting right there. There's a guard sitting at the desk, and he looks up. Hey, what's going on?
Hey,
Pull out my gun and I shoot him. And steal his
you
outfit.
do not do that. Hey, you should know what's going on. Why aren't you watching the monitors?
He looks around. There's no monitors next to him.
Are you? They're right there.
What?
Does he turn around? I'm pointing behind him.
Sure, he turns around.
Blackjack.
I was good.
Roll a take the risk and see if you can knock him out.
If he doesn't knock him out, I'll shoot him.
Oh, man.
Good bluff. Quick hands. Ectoplasm construct. 8. Where's it take the risk at?
Things get messy.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Give me a hard bargain or an ugly choice.
You hit him, a chair clatters
choice.
over or something, and
I mean,
Makes a ton of noise.
you could say that he yells as I hit him.
Yeah. Because I can't think of a choice to give you. So, yeah, you melee him against the back of the head, and he lets out this loud shout, and it just echoes throughout the facility. But then he goes down.
Okay, quick, put his clothes on. All right, I'm gonna pick
I'll set.
quick change.
and put his clothes on this guy, and I'm gonna hold it with his hands behind his back, and we're gonna be dragging him.
Okay. And as you're doing that, another guard walks around the corner as Ren is putting on his pants.
Oh, gosh.
And he looks at both of you and says, "What the hell is going on?"
This psychopath just jumped the rookie here, and started trying to do unspeakable things to him.
Oh my
God.
And I walked up and I smacked him upside the head. So now we have this unconscious sexual predator on our hands, and I don't know what we're going to do with him.
Roll a convince, and I'm going to activate your weakness tag for -3, right? Because you have 3 attention.
I have 2 attention.
You have 10 attention. So I'm going to activate your weakness tag off-putting for your tattoos.
Dang. So I'm going to do calming presence, good bluff, and reading people's faces.
Okay.
So basically a +1, no matter what.
9.
Okay. It says, man, what a bunch of freaks we have in this city.
Yeah, can you tell me where I can put him? Do we have like a holding cell or something?
Yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and call the cops and they'll come and pick him up.
Hold on.
Why
This
don't we
guy
throw
just
him
tried
out?
to do something to one of our... You just want to give him to the cops?
I mean, what are we going to do with him?
I want to rough him up. Isn't that what we do?
He gets a malicious grin on his face. Yeah, let's rough him up.
Okay.
All right. He grabs him and says, where are we going to take him?
Do we have like a holding cell?
So
Where
he
people won't hear him?
This is a water treatment plant.
Do you have a room that locks that's sound dampened?
No.
Where do you sneak away to take naps or call your girlfriend?
Or boyfriend.
I don't judge.
The break room, obviously.
And then I'm like, what about that place? Oh, what was it? And I like hit Bill and I was like, it's that wall. It looks really weird. There's like a doorway next to it. Why don't we take him there?
What are you talking about?
And I just like grabbed the guy with Bill and we just trudge over to this wall that looked suspicious last time we were here.
To
Yeah.
the wall.
Yeah.
He says, hey, where y'all going? The break room's back that way.
No, he said we're taking him to the wall.
Oh, you're taking him? Are you taking the unconscious guy?
Yeah.
Unconscious guy, yeah.
Okay.
And we're like, just follow us. We'll show you.
Okay. All right, girls. Outside, the 2 guards have dissipated. The stupid kids. And they go on their rounds.
You want to sneak around to where the guys cut the hole open and we'll go in there? Or do you have any other ideas?
No, I guess that's our only option.
Okay. So we run.
Okay. You go through the
Quietly.
the hole in the chain link fence. And the guard that was patrolling this area is unconscious. So y'all book it to the entrance. And y'all open it up. And y'all see the 2 of them with the other security guard and a naked security guard. Well, he has like heart boxers and a wife beater on. And they're like walking together.
Okay. Let's just keep our distance. They don't know we're here.
Okay. So
Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna-
He activated that.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'll
we're
let you-
trailing them.
Go ahead and pick it after. Okay. Yeah, y'all lead him to the false wall or whatever. And he's like, what is it? Just looks like it's a wall.
We're like, and how long have you actually been working here? Everyone knows about this.
All I know is that I'm supposed to walk around and keep freaks like this guy from coming inside.
And we walk through the doorway. Or the false wall.
Yeah, you like walk up to it and it does not open. I'm telling you, it's just a wall.
I start pressing every brick.
I'm going to use my cybernetic lenses to see if there's any kind of signs.
Okay. Roll and investigate. And girls, at this point, I want you to roll a sneaking round.
Okay.
Roll a group sneaking round.
Praise 11.
7 plus my 1, her 1, so
9.
9.
Okay. Y'all kind of crouch down behind a pipe, and he turns around just as you are crouching down, and he says, "Hey, wait a second, what's that?" And he turns his back to you 2.
I whip out my gun and just
Okay,
point blank
do it.
shoot him.
Take the risk.
Yeah. So, what about height? I'll obviously the incapacitated gun, and then heightened processing speed.
Okay.
My gosh. And then Bill turns around and punches him.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
so
if I see him going for him, I'm probably gonna.
Yeah. So you fire, and he like turns around as like the bolt like nearly misses his head. He's like, "What the heck?" Go ahead and hit with all you've got.
Skull
much,
Crusher, Ectoplasm Construct, all in.
so many more casualties than we were expecting.
This is
11?
gonna be bad.
Okay, yeah. He turns around, raises his gun, and then Bill bops him right in the face. And he falls back up against the pipes, hits his head against them, sends these reverberations through the pipes, and then he slowly sinks down to the ground.
And the false wall opens?
Nope. But Ren, with your cybernetic lenses, you saw that there was a electrical line going from some machine or machination down at the bottom of the door, which sent these 4 steel pylons like up into the door. But then there's this line that goes to this meter on the pipes. And obviously that meter on the pipes is some sort of a thing to open it.
Okay. So I mess with that. And
Yeah, you turn the gear, and then the levers, the steel pylons disappear back into the ground.
okay.
And girls, you walk up.
Yes.
Okay.
Quietly.
Yeah.
So the door comes down?
No, just the pylons that were holding the door in place went down.
I don't know what pylons are.
We can open it now.
Columns.
Okay. Thank you.
So now we could just push.
Yeah,
the
once you
door.
push on it, it just
All right.
slowly opens.
Grab the guards. Grab the guards.
Okay. y'all grab the guards,
Drag.
drag him in, and then it is a steel staircase leading down.
All right, put him under the staircase.
I close the door behind us.
Can you wrap him up?
Yep.
Okay.
Just grab the guard, just toss him
No,
down. the
I guess I'd
staircase.
leave it just like slightly cracked, but if anybody looked at it, they wouldn't be able to tell that it was open.
We have an infinite supply of socks and banana leaves, so they won't be making a peep.
Okay. Yeah, y'all. So there's a steel staircase and this very narrow stairwell that goes down, and you can see from the spiraling staircase it goes down, and then it opens up to a new room down a couple of levels.
Let's run.
Okay, y'all go down, and you open the door, and you see another. It is another sort of factory with a lot of the same equipment upstairs, but newer, more refined, more well maintained. And you see they're all connected to different vats and almost clear vats. So you see they're collecting some sort, or each of these things has a very murky substance in it. And all of these pipes are going towards a central location. And in the middle of this room is a well. And it just doesn't fit the rest of the room. It is a very old stone well like you would see in medieval times. And there's just this fog just billowing out of it.
Is it a fog or is it a mist?
You could say it is a mist, but this fog or mist is billowing out of this thing.
Billow.
And then all of you
Is the mist?
feel extremely woozy. And things start to
Respirator.
distort in your vision. The pipes become snakes, and you see visions of people that you knew in the past appearing before you, and you feel your head start to swim, like the rest of your body starts to feel smaller, and your head feels like it's expanding, or the opposite, and everything's happening all at the same time.
We're standing close enough together that Faye's on one side of me and Bill is on the other side of me, and I grab onto them.
Yeah. Well, you reach out for them, but your hands like almost pass through where they were, like almost as if they are passing through mist. And then everything goes black. End of episode.
You're a piece of
How to
something.
change the game. I need to write it.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Mistconceptions. We'll be back with our next episode on July 24th. If you have Facebook or Twitter, please consider following us at Misconceptions Podcast. We post behind-the-scenes pictures, we post updates on our episodes, and things that we're going to be working on in the future. So if you're interested in that, give us a like. This episode's SoundCloud shout-out goes to Nicole, and I hope I say this last name right, Nicole Nasvidas. Thank you for liking the show, Nicole. Thank you for subscribing on SoundCloud, and I hope that you like the show a lot. If you want to be featured in a shout-out, subscribe to us on SoundCloud, or go to iTunes and leave us a rating and reviewing. City of Mist is an RPG created by sonofoak.com. If you would like to know more about their game, you can go visit them at cityofmist.com, and you can also download their free starter set so that you can start playing today, or go ahead and order the core rulebook that will be coming out later this year. If you like the music that you heard at the beginning of this episode, and we'll hear here in a little bit, it was composed by Aaron Wharton. You can check out more of his music at aaronwharton.net. And that's all for this week's episode of Misconceptions. Thanks for joining us. I hope you have a great week. See you next time. And remember, keep it nerdy, y'all.